Well, good morning. It's Robin. Rockin' Robin's Creative Corner coming to you this beautiful Saturday morning. It is about 69 degrees here in Florida. It is 7 a.m. and I'm hoping to have this videoed and up and loaded in time today. I didn't come with a plan. Today is February 1st, so I decided we should try something new. So, let's see. I have my idea book here, which we've been working on. And I've made a few things. We did the double tag. These are hidden paper clips I did. I don't know if I did with you. But this is my idea book. And I hope you've made one too. If not, you can always catch up anytime you want. So over the next year, that's our plan, to fill this baby up. And it's not really decorated or anything yet, but so what I'm thinking is we take a page. Let's see. Why don't we make belly bands? A belly band. Let's do that. Okay. So let me get a few supplies together and we shall make belly bands with a twist. Hang on. Okay, I found some things in my stash. I found a couple printables. These are from Line.Arrow. Freebies or the kit. I don't remember which it was, but I have their freebies, I have their kits. I do love her work. Probably because I love red, my favorite color. I got some music book page. I got a book page that I had backed, and I have these strips. This was a book page that I had backed. So I'm trying to use what I have. Now, I'm going to admit I watched a video, I think it was last week or the week before. Scrappy Doo Dah, one of my favorite ladies, she was making belly bands. And she had watched Jerry Kerr or somebody, I don't know. I don't remember who she said, Jerry Kerr, Joey, somebody. And she took their take on it and made hers. So now I'm going to take her take on it and make mine. So let's see. We want a belly band, but we want something stiff. So let's take a piece of this. Jingle bells, Christmas is over. Oh, I don't want to use jingle bells. I might need it for next Christmas or Christmas in July. Okay, so depending on the size of your book. Now I'm making a very tall journal right now. So I'm going to say my journal's 12 inches tall. The pages are, say, 11 inches. And this happens to be 12 inches. So this is the perfect height for my journal I'm working on. Now you do your size for whatever journal you're working on. Let me get in camera here. Oh, sorry. There. So you can see what I'm doing. Let me get this out of the way. It's bring this in. And I'd like to know, can you see? I had somebody say that they could not see my whole screen. And that bothered me because I need you to see the whole screen. So this is 9 inches wide. My pages are 6 inches. So I want to make this bottom belly band quite wide because I want to add to it. How tall is it? 9. What if, what I'm going to do, fold over the top, fold over the bottom, just give it some gussets. Then I want to fold this in thirds. And that wasn't very straight, but that's okay. We can get it straightened out. There. Let's see, how wide? I think I want it a good width. I want it maybe 3-4 inches wide. Let's try that. Let's see how wide we got. We got 4 inches. Okay, let me get my bone folder. Get that down. Get my corners out. Corners aren't flush. There we go. Okay. So there would be my base. That would be the base. All right. Now, what I want to do is, excuse me, I want to take the base and I want a 1/2 inch on each side, because what I want it to do is wrap around the back. Let's get this straight. There we go. And I'm going to wrap that around here. And thank you, Tina. I'm so glad that you inspired me, because I just stopped and had to watch. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is cut this off. I'm going to rip it off. So how is everybody today? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good day. And those of you in the Jungle Craft Co-op, I hope you're playing the game. We have a new game. It's a game board I created. Looks like it's going to be fun. Okay. So this, oops, upside down, will wrap right around here, like so. Okay, can you see it? Yeah. Now what I want to do is take this and fold it in half. Okay, that's what I want to do. And you'll see why. I'm going to fold it in half. And then, now this is Shabby's, Tina's way. I'm gonna do it a little differently. How am I gonna do it? I'm gonna start at the bottom. Here's about the middle. So I'm gonna come up. And I'm gonna come around. And I'm just nipping. And there's about the middle. And I'm going to do the same thing. Come up. Whoops. Come up. Come around. And then go over to this corner. And I have something that looks like this. When I take it apart, it looks like this. So if I put it on either side here, that's what we look like. Now, okay, let's trim off the tops. Okay, all right, I like that. Let's get rid of the junk. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I need to put these out because I need these flaps. So I'm going to glue this down, make this stiffer. So I'm going to get out my I'm just going to start gluing. Okay. Whoops. Oh, am I running out? Oh, there's more where that came from. So we shall have more. So how's your weather been? Ours has been fantastic this week, but they're saying we have another cold front coming in. And another week of really cold weather. And our really cold weather seems very cold to us. Goes down in the 40s, high 30s, and that's very cold. And that's very crooked. So, you know what I'm gonna do? Is just straighten it out. How's that? Yeah, my girlfriend, she said she went to the beach. I was like, oh, you didn't take me. Okay. So the beach is about 10 minutes away from me. And I do love going there. I do love it. It's so quiet. So nice. I'm just going to fold those up for now, just to get the reinforcement. Okay? Then on these, what I want to do, oops, see if I got them right. Do I have them right? Yeah, I had them right. Now, at this point in time, so these actually should have been double-sided. But that's okay. We're just giving you the concept, and what I'm going to do is just leave this here for a minute, because what I want to do in the inside, what do I have here? I don't want to use the same paper. I want to create a pocket or something. Let me see if I take this. Now you can use scrapbook paper. You can use whatever you want to use. Book paper, more. I just want to see something. If I took this and I made a tall pocket. Let's rip it down. I want it. Let's get that out of the way. First, I'm going to take the white off. Now you can use your cutter if you want. I'm just going to use my ruler and rip it. Let's see. And I'm going to go just inside. And let's see. I don't do too much measuring. If you've watched me before, you know that. Okay, let's take the bottom off. Let's decide how tall we want this pocket. Actually, we can make a couple pockets. Alright, I'm eyeballing things. I want it semi-straight. Let's make this one a little shorter. Okay, a little shorter. Okay, 2 pockets. And then this could be a flip down. Two pockets with a flip down. What do you think of that? I like that. Put a flip down there. 2 pockets here. What do you think? I think that's perfect. So, I'm just going to glue these down. This is just my prototype. This is what goes in my idea book. But before I glue those down, let me just take these 2, put them together, and get my little 1-inch hole punch, and kind of eyeball the center. And let's give them little notches. Let me get some ink so I see their notches. That always helps, right? And I'll be able to see that they're pockets. As we'll just ink up the whole thing real quick. Only takes a second. I know it's boring, but it doesn't take any time at all. Okay. There. How does that look? We've got a double pocket and a flip down. Now, flip down. Where's my, do a corner, there, okay, and actually I'm thinking this could be a little scrappy pad. We could get a little bit of paper, different papers, which, let's see, what do I have? I have this one, this one, that one, be the same size. This one. That one's got a hole in it, so we'll take that off. There. What if we did this? Make a little scrappy pad. Put it in here. And we can rip them off. There. How's that look? And when we have it up here, a little scrappy bed. You can put different papers in it if you want, but again, this is just my prototype. So I'm just kind of putting it together to put in my idea book, and then the second one I make will be the real deal. So let's see. What if I just stapled them? Now you could get fancy and kind of stapled it. Oh my gosh, I'm not in camera. Sorry about that. Stapled it so I can glue that there. I can glue these pockets here. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Take this. I'm just going to glue it. If the glue decides it's going to work today, come on, Art. Come on out and play. And see, this is going to be the fold over, the hinge, so I don't want to glue on that. So I'm going to go just below the hinge and keep it right in the center. Put that there. Now, this could have lace. This could be all decorated up, real pretty. And this one, I think what I'm going to do here is have the pockets so the top one can go all the way down to the bottom. So what I'm going to do is turn them over, keep them as straight as I can, put glue on each side. Come on, glue. There we go. You don't need much, just enough to hold them. Glue, glue, turn it over, see if it's straight, and there. Put them down. So now what I want to do is glue 3 sides, put this whole pocket in there. I'm just going to take that right off because she's not working too well. And I'm going to glue just the 3 sides. There we go. Then, okay, where's the, almost forgot that gusset. Okay, there we go. And push the glue out so it doesn't go into your pocket. Okay. That piece of paper didn't work. So this is what we have so far. So now these are going to go over our belly band. Okay, do you see? But what I want to do is put some eyelets in here. Now I would suggest backing this, because this paper is thin. It needs to be backed. It needs color. It needs something. So I'm gonna grab, I do have some of this left. I do have some of this left. I wonder if I have enough of this to go here. I do. This to go here. I do. So what I'm gonna do is glue this onto the backs of these. Okay. And I gotta go this way, and I gotta cut this off. Alright, let me get my scissor. Cut this off. My printer didn't go all the way to the edge. There we go. And, oops. That's how I'm going to glue it on. So let me get these glued on. Cut out. And I'll be right back. Okay, hold on. I'll be back. Okay, well, I was gluing and decided to turn you back on to just tell you, make sure when you're gluing you keep this fold, because that's gonna go around the belly band, and of course I go on camera and I can't be straight. I have my glue on there. Let's get right in that fold as best we can. Okay, that's as best as I can right now. I don't have to be perfect. This, let me just see something. Yeah, because we can ink, we can hide that. I'm gonna trim the tops. I'm gonna cut the whole thing out. But in the meantime, I'm gonna glue this side on. Might as well cut them both at the same time, right? So, you end up watching me glue anyway. So, hope you're enjoying your day. Me, I am just loving it. Loving the warm temperatures. They're saying a cold front's coming in next week, and you know, it's the high's gonna be in the 50s or the 60s, something, I don't know. Cold for us. And see, I can't talk and concentrate. There we go. So I'm gonna smooth that out. Let me get my scraper. Make sure that's good and glued. Okay. I'm just gonna take my scissor and cut this out. And you can fast forward through this. Wondering if I fold it, I can do the two together. See, I'm always looking for the easy way out. If I fold it. Because, see, we cut them together, and they are the same. This is Robin's way of doing things. If I can find a way to make it easier, and you know, a lot of times making it easier makes it harder. But I'm gonna try. No, that's not gonna work. Alright, just gonna cut them out. I'll be back. Okay, I've got it all glued. put it on here. So this is what we have. These open up. Here we have a little Scrappy pad. Here we have some pockets, and we could have decorated this. We still can. This can be decorated. These need to be glued to the back, and they come around here. Now, before I glue it to the back, I want to think about how I want to keep these closed. And there's a couple different ways. I got out my, you know, the rivet thingy. What do you call it? You know, you put these little rivets in. But then I got looking at it, and I thought, what if I had a twisty? But no, I don't think that can work because of the pockets. So if I have a tie here, if I did a corset tie, and I came in here, went up, went over, went up, went over, tied it up here. What do you think? Put in some rivets or brads, or just some holes with hole reinforcers. But I think I'm gonna go with this. Let's see. And the reason I haven't glued these together is because I want to put them together so that the holes are in the same spots on both sides. So I just have to see what size I have in here. Okay, so this is what I want to do. This is my way up. So I'm going to put these together like this. I'm going to get a clip. I never use clips, but because I'm on camera, I'm just going to put a clip here to hold it together. Okay, so let me get a pen. Get a pen, and let's see where we want our holes. Say I want one here, and then I want it to come back to here, and then I want it to come, all right, come up from the bottom about that far. See what I'm doing? I'm trying to keep these in line, but this one I want to go back a little. So that's how I'm going to put the holes. I hope you can understand what I'm doing. I'm going to use the bigger, because that's what I have in here. Is that the bigger one? Yeah. And the reason I do that is because if I just go ahead and punch holes, they're crooked, they're all over the place. I don't know. I don't see right once this machine gets in front of me. Okay, so there. So now when I take them apart, you'll see when I put them on here, the holes are across from each other. They're where they belong. What a concept. So now before I glue it on, I'm going to decide what color. I think I'm going to go with the black. I think the black could look very attractive. Or should we do the gold? Silver, gold. Would the gold look good on there? No, I'm going to go with the black. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. some black. Black seems to make things stand out a little more. So I need 6 of them. Let's get 6. I got 5, 6. And I do have these little ringy things, and they do make it look more finished. Do I always use them? No. But I do like to try. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that, and I just have 6. Okay. That's all I have. That's all she wrote. Oh, there's a couple more. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's put these on. And put this in. Put this on the other side. And let's see which side. This side. Okay. Get our gun. And this is why we don't glue it on yet. It's easier to put these in this way. There's one. Looks good, huh? Okay. Let's get number 2. Kitty cat, get down. Don't need your help. My cat is trying to come to help. Now there's a story about her. I moved here almost 10 years ago now, and I was here about a year, and up in New York I always had a cat. You know, an outdoor cat, indoor cat. They go in and out. And I never had mice, I never had any of that. And so we moved in here, and I never really gave it a thought, but I went to the bank to make a deposit. And lo and behold, in the bank was the SPCA, and they had this kitten in a cage, and she was just the most beautiful little kitten. And I was like, what is wrong? And they said, well, you know, if you want to adopt her, somebody's paid for the adoption, so she will be free to you. And I said, well, let me see her. And they took her out of the cage, and she went ballistic. She didn't want them touching her. She ran in the office, the president's office, and they quick shut the door, and they were trapping her, and they were scaring her. And I said, please, 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 let me just go in there and see how she is. So I went in there, I sat on the floor, I talked to her, and she came right over and got in my lap. And they were like, wow, we haven't been able to hold her at all. And she was purring. And I said, well, put her in her crate. I'm taking her home. And that is how and I said, what's her name? And they said, Belle. And I said, okay. So I got her home, and I said, your name is Bella. Belle. What kind of a name for a kitty cat? Belle. So she's Bella Boo. And she's a Maine Coon cat. She's good size. She's gray, black, and white. And she is a hunter. So she is sitting here in the corner of my desk just eyeing everything. That's what she does. So there we go. I put them in. How do they look? What do you think? I like the black on there. So now what we can do is glue these down. we can glue these down, but when we glue these down, we have to make sure we keep these up. So when I glue these down, I'm going to miter these corners so they don't interfere. That one's mitered. Miter these corners, and that way they don't interfere. See? Let me make sure that they're right up this way. Yep. Okay. So we're going to glue this down. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. Oh. Let's get those back in there. I don't need this anymore. Put that in there. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, camera. Get the clip out of the way. Okay. So now we're going to glue this on here. And line it up. And run my glue. Let's glue it right on. Okay. Line it up. Top and bottom. Run my glue. And I make sure I put a good amount of glue. Oh, she turned my light out. Oh, she's so good. Okay. Turn it over. We have our flaps to go over the page. And we have... Now all we need to do is run some ribbon or some string through the holes. We have pockets. Let's see. It's a little large. Let me see what I have here. Here's a little drawing I made. Okay, there's a pocket here. This pocket. Let me get my little tool out here. There we go. Unstick it. That goes all the way down. This one goes this way. So I need to make a couple cards for that. There's a little flippy pad, which I'm going to decorate that. And then here's that. And that looks beautiful. So now all we need is a piece of ribbon or string. Let's see what I got in the drawer here. Oh, look at that. This is brown, but just for now. Let's just put it in here. Okay, Bella, can you turn my light back on, please? Bella Boo. Can't see. Thank you. Okay. Now this might not be the proper color. I would use something else probably, but just to show you, probably could have used the thinner one, but we'll just put this in here, maybe. Okay. Right. That up. That up. So now looking at this, all right, so this is going to go this way, this is going to go this way, this way, this way, and tie. But the more I'm looking at this, the more it needs to be string. Because when the person goes to get into this, they need to be able to get into it easier than that. and to go through the whole tie thing. So we'll think about that. But there it is. And this will go right into, this is the prototype. Now remember, you're supposed to make 2 of every single thing. One for your idea journal. Okay, so this is going to go in my idea journal. It doesn't matter that it's bigger than the page. And the other one's going to go in the journal I'm making. Decorate it, put some bling on it, have at it. And that's it for today. So I hope you liked it. I think I was a little boring today. I'm sorry. I was getting the game ready. But please, make one, try it. Put it on the group page if you're part of the group. Pound RRCC, so we can all share in your creativity and you can inspire us. I hope I've inspired you to make something. Don't forget, group members, play the game. It's going to be fun. If you're not a group member and like to be a group member, come join us. We are a lot of fun. It's called I have the link in the description. Just click the link, answer a couple questions, and you are part of us. If not, if you're just a watcher, hi. So make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and help me grow my channel. It's free, doesn't cost you a thing. But the more likes I get and comments and subscriptions, the more I grow, and that makes me so happy. So I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye bye.